Send an invite, man. Yeah, I'm searching now. Yep.
I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, rapping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no preaching. God beside us, still ride with it in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no preaching. God is beside us, still ride with it in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the
Oh, the helmet.
Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and second and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh.
Yeah.
I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no preaching. God is beside us, still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Make sure you post the stream, dude.
After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this Packers defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
How many people you gonna move, bro?
Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Set, ready, set.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 45. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Love from the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
Love looking to throw it. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to like a 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Red, 38.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That's good for a first down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Let's go. 50, Green. Green Jack.
Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Block 40.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Ready. Claws right. Black. 95. Ready.
Again, it's Love. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. Daniels looking to throw. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick.
Oh, they bucked me.
He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Oh, they bucked the shit out of me.
We're here so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this returnable for Hill. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. down. Here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent. You pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Daniels.
What
this
the?
is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready, ready. Drill green. Come on, set.
Following the interception, Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Avoids him at the 40. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. It's Mixon on the counter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
They go bootleg. Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
46-yard line.
Here we go. Black, red, yellow.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Love now.
Cheating there.
Downfield is Golden. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that.
Who are you talking to?
The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
What happened?
Go. Black. Yellow.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's taken in by Golden. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43, fight, 97. Set.
Throwing. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Red, 38. Flag blue. Ready?
Going back to Love. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Second and 10.
Ready. Blue, 32, ready.
Now Love. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black, 95. Set.
To the air again. Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
McManus on for the field goal of 27 yards.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. That is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game. 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow, ready.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. The ball comes out, and he's going to be taken down, but he has the 1st down on a well-executed double pass. Love, he's going to change the play here.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Red, sight, steel, black. Set.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go. Blue striker. 60 red, yellow. Ready?
Glove. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5.
Ready up.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Green. 6. Here we go. Set. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. A short throw to Musgrave. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Watch out. 52.
Pick up 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Black shot. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Blaster, 6. Black Ultra. Ready.
Back to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. We'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline.
Motherfuckers getting held on the line, and ain't no explanation for it. I can't even tell you what the fuck he was running to stop the man from running his route. But I can tell you I ain't got no damn time. I can tell you that.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
Yeah.
And it's incomplete. They
Yeah.
cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Down. Blue, 32. Huge. Yellow. Red. Yellow.
Me and him had our own conversation because he started the game out with that shit.
Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
The kick by McManus is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves off the mat and do better this goal.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Come on.
Now Daniels. His throw incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense.
Trinity, go upstairs. All right, mommy.
Start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together.
Like y'all ain't got no damn phone.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
What's up?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now 2nd and 3.
Never mind, bro. Hey, I'm playing my game, man. Ain't got time to go into Talk about you scared. I ain't trying to hit that shit.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
The short throw to Musgrave.
Fuck out of here,
It's
bro.
down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 17 yards on the
Call the
touch
right,
and run. It's a first
call the
down.
right play and still get robbed.
Example there.
This shit gotta be
Tight
stopped.
end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, come on.
And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I'm trying to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Zach Ertz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
19 starts, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Inside handoff to Nixon. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Cowboy 80.
They'll give it to Nixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. This goes out wide from Nixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Commanders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So able to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Slide blue. White, white. Ready?
Love from the gun. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Let's go now. 5, 97, 60 red, roster, 6. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yards needed.
Moved this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's real. What the fuck, bro?
Love now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. They complete it to Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Oh, no,
Knock me a bitch out here, man.
it's Washington that scoops it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Oh, good fucking move.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Down. 45. Blue striker. Ready.
Here's Love.
Oh, my God.
Connect with Jacobs. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
95.
Now Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Love looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Ready?
Love. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Red. Here we go. Set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's go now. 65.
And they'll get this. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's 1st down.
Red, yellow, set, ready. 6, method. Put.
Love. And that is is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
You don't lose. 32. Hey, go steal. Red, cycle. Ready.
Throwing. Love. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.